Here's our drill motor with a slotted screwdriver end in it. Spin it counterclockwise, which is the proper direction for the oil pump to operate. As I've already explained, and I'll explain again, this is the suction side, and this hole over here is the pressure side. So, very simple to prime this pump. Just pour in some oil onto the suction side, fill it up. There, maybe top it off. There, you topped it off. Now you just take your drill motor, insert it into the place where the shaft would go. You spin it counterclockwise, and oil should pump out that other hole there, the pressure side. So here we go. There. It sucked it down on that side, and it pumped it out on the other side. You see, like that. That's all you got to do to prime it. After you prime it, you just install it. You don't have to cap it off with Vaseline or any other chemical or product. That's it. It's primed. It's ready to go. No additional steps are required. No additional chemicals are required other than straight motor oil into this hole here. Spin it a few revolutions until you see it shooting out the pressure side. It's primed. It's ready to go. I might as well describe how the oil goes anyway before I make a mess here. This pump is going to go in this direction, like so. And it's going to suck oil in on this side, and it's going to push it out on this side, out of that hole. Okay? So, if you look here on the block, here are the two holes, suction hole and the pressure hole. Now, if you look at the suction hole, it travels along here, comes down here, and then makes a 90-degree turn downward into the oil pan, where it sucks it up through the oil strainer. So it travels up here, comes up here, it's being sucked in by the pump, and then it's going to push it through here. It's going to go up into, it's channeled in the cover here to go through here. It's going through here. Here's your pressure switch, so it'll also hit the pressure switch, and it'll continue to travel until we get to where the oil filter would be. It'll go into the oil filter, go through the paper element, and then it will shoot the clean oil right through this hole here into the engine, and from there it's going to distribute it to the crankshaft, the piston bearings, I mean the rod bearings, the crank bearings. It'll go up into the cam area here and lubricate the cam. Plus other things like the oil chain. There's several passages in here that it's going to travel through. So, that's just a brief explanation. As simple as I can make it. So I just pour some more oil in here. And now I'm getting an itch. Sorry. Excusez-moi. Okay. Just get some oil in there. Some people will cap it off with some Vaseline. We're going to try this without capping it off with Vaseline. It may not be necessary. It may be necessary. We're going to find out. But some people are saying, oh, I cap it off. Whether it's necessary or not, I really don't know. Okay, now you'll need a gasket. I think I've got some extras, yeah. So, and my bolts are right down there. Okay, so we are almost ready here. You have to orientate the gasket in the correct position. There's only one correct position. Alright, so don't use any sealant or nothing like that. So take at least one bolt here. go through the hole here. Alright. And let's try to go in here. Get one of the bolts going. I hope I used the right bolt here. It looks like I did. There's, I think, 2 long and 2 short. The long ones go on this side here. That's installed. The other thing is we're going to have to take off the cover here. You don't have to, but I'm going to take off the cover and pour the oil down in there. From the other item I'm going to use here, before I get started, I'll just show you, is there's no, what is it, the drive shaft for the distributor here that connects between the oil pump and your distributor. It's not in there. If I use a flashlight, do I have a flashlight? Well, right now we're doing it blind. Well, let me disconnect this from the drill first, because maybe it would be better to feel it in there. Just a very long shaft screwdriver I got from Harbor Freight, cut off the handle, and you just go in here like so. Let me see if I can feel it catching on the pump. I assume it's on the pump now. It's got a little bit of wiggle, but it appears to be on there. What we'll do is we'll hook up our drill and we'll run it counterclockwise. Okay? Whoops. Making a slight mess. Alright. It's not super full, but there's some in there. Alright, this is what you should do on any oil change anyway. Alrighty. So, back to here again, because it's still gushing out of here. So, let me screw this on next. Alright, I've got the camera outside of its protective housing, so that maybe you can hear the sounds that I might hear while it's bubbling out of these holes. There's, like, you'll see holes like here on the cam, and they're in all different locations. You'll see some here. Of course, there's other places where the oil is going to come out. There's also some holes inside these cam towers where it lubricates these bearings here. But we're only going to run it until we see some coming out. We're going to stop it as soon as we do. We just want to see if it will. It may hear some gurgling as it's coming out or bubbling. I don't know. That's what I've seen on the forums. So here we go again. As soon as we get some coming out, we're going to stop, because we don't want to wash out any of our chemicals that we've put in here. So here we go. We're getting ready to start her up. Let me see. Yeah, that's good. Slowing down. Under more. Don't see nothing yet. Maybe that cam needs to be spinning while it's... No, there's... No, it should be fine. Okay. Oh, and there it is. Look at that. It came out. Nice and clean too, if I do say so. But yeah, no Vaseline necessary. Just put a little bit of oil in there. I'll show you how to pump it without it being hooked up. But look at that. Pure virgin oil coming out of the cam holes as they should. So we know we're good to go. We know that when we put this engine back inside the car, that we can start it up and we're going to have oil pressure.